students, I welcome all of you in the session of Traffic Engineering and Management. So in last session we have learned number of important things, and in this session what we are going to cover? We are going to cover certain topics. The name of the module is Basic Traffic Flow Parameter and Traffic Surveys. And we are going to cover certain important things regarding speed studies. See, we have learned that there are various kind of surveys which are required to be conducted, such as VSFOPAC. V stands for volume survey, S stands for speed studies, flow studies, origin and destination studies, parking studies, accident studies, and traffic capacity studies. Out of all these things, we have discussed about traffic volume studies and the various kind of methods that can be used to conduct those volume surveys. Now in this session, what we are going to do is, we are going to cover the important things which are in relevance with the speed studies. So we already have learned that there are four types of speeds. First one is called as spot speed, second one is called as average speed, third one is called as running speed, and fourth one is called as travel speed. We have discussed about this thing. Now there are certain important things which are related with all this kind of speeds. That is what we are going to discuss. We will try to cover majorly all contents which are in relevance with this topic. So we know that the speed studies involve spot speed, and the spot speed means it is the instantaneous speed of the vehicle at specified location or specified section of the location. Means if I want to know that okay, the current time is 9 o'clock 5 am and 35 seconds. If I want to know the speed of the vehicle at this instant, instance means at this second, then that is called as spot speed. Then the second one is called as average speed. It is the average of all the speeds of all the vehicle passing a given point on the roadway. Then comes the running speed. Running speed is the thing that excludes the delay. It does not include the delay. So it is the average speed maintained by the vehicle over the particular stretch of road when the vehicle is in the motion, means it is the distance traveled by time taken, but we will not include delays. So we will subtract the delay. And then comes the travel speed. The travel speed is called as the effective speed with which the vehicle can traverse a particular route between two stations. What is the difference between this running and travel speed? See, this is the basic equation for speed. If I include the travel, if I include the travel delay, then it will be called as travel speed. If I exclude the travel, then that will be called as running speed. So these are the four kind of speed that involves spot speed, average speed, running speed, and travel speed. Now, what are the uses of this spot speed studies? See, whenever we are learning a new topic, we should have the knowledge that what are the uses of that particular thing. So these speed studies are used for the planning of traffic control regulations, various kind of laws, highway geometric design, accident studies, traffic capacity studies, and speed trend studies. That we can learn that okay, in this stretch during this hour means 9 to 11 am, 5 to 7 am, 5 to 7 pm. The average speed of vehicle ranges from this to this kmph. So that is called a speed trend. So with the use of spot speed studies, we can have various kind of domain knowledge such as planning of traffic control regulations, highway geometric design, accident studies, traffic capacity study, and speed trend study. Now there are various measurements of spot speed. We can measure the spot speed, that is called as instantaneous speed, by measuring the time required to travel the known distance. We can measure it manually also. We can measure it with the help of radar speed meter also. and we can also measure it with the help of photographic method. See, this is the first method that deals with the time required to travel the known distance. This includes two things. First is called as long base method and second is called as short base method. The long base method involves direct timing procedure, ENOSCOPE method and pressure contact tube. And if we discuss about the short base method, there are various kind of things that we will discuss in detail. So there are three methods. First is by the measuring the time, second is by radar speed method, and third is the photography. The first thing involves two things, long base and short base. Short base is limited up to the name itself. Long base involves pressure contact tube, anoscope and direct timing procedure. Let us discuss the important methods one by one. First is called as the anoscope method. Now, whenever we discuss about this method, the main objective, the main motive, and now stay focused on the words which I underline or highlight. The main objective of this particular study is to know the spot speed, we all know. So, manual method includes the use of endoscope. So, endoscope is the part of manual method, that is the first thing. In this method, the base length of 30 to 90 meter of road stretch is considered, or the length is 30 to 90 meters. It is marked on the road. The endoscope is placed at the one place. This is the person. It is placed at the one place and the observer will stand at the another end. He could see the vehicle passing from the farther end through the anoscope and starts the stopwatch. So what this person will do, he will notice when the vehicle crosses this point. When the vehicle crosses this anoscope, he will start his stopwatch. And when he crosses this point, he will stop the stopwatch. So he will have the time for that. He has the distance also, 30 to 90 meter, and this is how he will be able to get the speed. So this is how the average speed can be obtained with the help of this average speed. That is also one of the part of spot speed studies. So this is how it works. This is observer, this is the object, this is the distance d. This is how we observe that the vehicle is crossing this point. This is the section of road and the time is measured. If we discuss about this thing, then the main disadvantage, the minus point is that this progress is very slow because there are two members required. It is very slow moving process and it is also number of times difficult to spot out the typical vehicle because we cannot use this method for number of vehicles which are passing this distance. Only one, two, three vehicles can be used. If the vehicles number are increased, we have to increase the number of people, the person who will be acting as the observer. So the number of sample observed will be less. And there is also possibility of human error. It may happen that the person might forget to start the stopwatch or to stop the stopwatch. Then comes the radar method. This method, the radar's full form is radio detection and ranging. That is the full form of radar. See, this radar speed method works on the principle of Doppler's effect. We have already discussed about this Doppler's effect when we were discussing about the volume studies. In this, the speed of the moving object, the moving body is proportional to the change in the frequency of the radio wave which is transmitted to the moving body. It can have the accuracy of plus or minus 1.5 kmph. It can be a battery operated instrument. It can be portable also and both directional movement can be determined. Then comes the pressure contact tube, that is also one of the methods. Now let us discuss about the cumulative speed of vehicles. That is one of the most important things. See, we are having the speed from 0 to 100. What we have done? We have segregated the speed in the part of 10 kmph, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, up to 90 to 100. Then we have taken the mean value of this 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 up to 90. Then this is the frequency that okay, from the speed of 0 to 10, 12 vehicles have crossed the road. From the speed of 10 to 20, 18 vehicles have crossed the road. Total frequency of the vehicles is 850. Now, if I want to find the percentage frequency, what I have to do, I have to calculate it like this. That is, if 85 is total, then 12 vehicles are crossing. Then if 100 vehicles are there, then how much? So it will give me the percentage frequency 1.40. Same applies for this. If 8050 is there and the value is 18, then how much it is for 100? It will be 100 into 18 by 850. It will give me the value of 2.14. This is how it can be calculated. This is the summation of the frequency. See, this is about the cumulative frequency. Now, this is the about the percentage frequency. If I want to calculate the cumulative frequency, I will add this value 1.41, 1.41, 1.41 plus 2.412, that is 3.353, 3.53 plus 8, that will give me 11.53, 11.53 plus 10, that will give me 22. 22 plus 24, that will give me 46. 46 plus 33, that will give me 76. 76 plus 14, that will give me 90. 90 plus 5.06, that will give me 95.06. And this is how it can be calculated. Now, we have learned that how to represent the volume data. Just like that, we can also represent the speed data. We can represent the speed data with the help of histogram or frequency distribution curve. As far as histogram is concerned, histogram is the graph that is plot between percentage frequency and speed in kmph. You are having both the things. If you plot the graph, it would be like this. See, this thing, this particular thing is called as histogram. If I see, this is the highest point 33. If I plot a curve like this, joining these points like this, see, you can see. If I join the points like this, it will give me this value. This 33, that is called as modal speed, and this particular curve that we have created by joining these points is called as frequency distribution curve. This 33 is called as modal speed. Modal speed is that speed that is corresponding to the peak. See, this is the peak. Peak of the frequency distribution curve. What it indicates the speed at which the greatest portion of vehicle travel. Means out of all the vehicles, majority of vehicles will travel at this speed. So that is called as modal speed. So that was about the representation of spot speed data. There are few things remaining that we'll discuss in the next session. Thank you.